day, good afternoon, good morning, good day, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. How the devil are you? Hello, it's very good to be live again. Wagners, how you doing, dude? It's so nice to have you here. How's that beautiful puppy of yours? You are at a... Don't you fucking dare, stupid. No. Oh, God, no, I'd forgotten. I did post a picture in my Discord. There is a sequel. Return to Firetop Mountain. I did put it on my watch list. It's tempting. It's tempting. What little money I got paid on Monday has all gone on petrol and food, but I've got some more money coming my way on Friday, so we will see. I'm hoping, if I do get the Return to Firetop Mountain, if I do get the Return to Firetop Mountain, I'm hoping that they may have learned from their mistakes and not have a labyrinth section. However, there is a major concern that because it is the Return to Firetop Mountain, we're going to have to re-enter the labyrinth. Maybe even an updated, more difficult labyrinth. But that was horrific. For anyone that doesn't have a clue what we're talking about, a couple of nights ago, I did a fighting fantasy choose your own adventure novel live on stream. It took us 5 hours, and there was a particular part where we got lost in a labyrinth and we had to draw a map to get us out of it. In fact, this ended up being where's my cursor? All of this here ended up being the labyrinth as we tried to figure out which page number correlated to which way it went in the... As you can see, it was very messy. But other than that, it was an incredibly fun evening and I really enjoyed doing it. I have at least one more here ready to go, which is a very different type of story. It's a horror story rather than a fantasy adventure story. And I remember having it as a kid and really liked it. So that's going to be the next one we do. When we do, I don't want to overkill it. Maybe one a month or something. Thank you very much for the stretch. Oh, good stretch. Thank you very much. Oh, and a hydrate as well. Oh, God, that felt good to do the old clacks and clicks. But I'm not going to lie to you, my friends. Who we got in here? Wagners, hello. Stupedia, hello. Cam, Dancing Stupidity. Doggo Duck, good evening. You can't lie, you really enjoyed it. What, watching me stretch or watching me struggle around the fucking labyrinth? To be fair, I mean, I raided out with something like 25 viewers, which is more than I normally get. So clearly there was a lot of enjoyment going on for the entire adventure, and some of you bastards are schadenfreuds relishing in my pain. But yeah, I really enjoyed it as well. The labyrinth aside, and even then, it's still, looking back, it had its funny moments. But I'm having a bit of a shit day today. I had a bit of a shit day yesterday as well. Just something not quite right in the old noggin. So I've not done a huge amount today. I went and did my grocery shopping, got my filled my car with petrol, did some laundry, had a nap, and just generally not done much. But I thought, no, I'll drag myself out of bed. I'll put a face on and I'll come on Switch because you guys always cheer me up. So here I am, and I've got a game that has been recommended to me many times called Call of Juarez Gunslinger, which apparently is an all-out shooting game, which is not the type of game I normally play. I normally avoid first-person shooters.
Conan, what is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
Thank you very much, Stupedia, for playing Conan's life philosophy. You're also having a Blair day, if that helps. It doesn't help at all, Cam. It makes me feel worse, but but I understand the sentiment behind your sentence. But yeah, I was gonna say that's it. Yeah, so this is meant to be like a first-person shooter, but like a real cartoony one that's really silly and single player. You know, I really don't like doing online multiplayers anyway. I have a group of friendos. In fact, lead of those friendos is Dancing Stupidity. Hi, Cam. Who I'm going to play some Lethal Company with. I'm going to do it off stream first to see what it's like, and if I think it's good enough, we'll have a stream of it. No, when I say good enough, if it's suitable enough. I personally, I'm not a fan of watching streamers play online multiplayers of any form where they're talking to the people they're playing with, as I find it breaks the connection between streamer and community. I find that chat tends to get a little bit more of like a second thought to the gameplay, which I kind of get, but it's just not for me. I'm not saying anyone that does that is, not good. I just think it's for me. It's like, hey, I'm here to talk to the streamer, and the streamer's busy chatting to the friends and getting killed. Maybe this will change my mind. Who knows? Who knows? I float on a breeze today. I float on a breeze. It was all the beans I had last night. Today's philosophical calendar thingy-majiggy. Obstacles are placed in our way to see if what we want is really worth fighting for. It's a fair sentiment. I kind of get it. To think of it, to look at it in a more lateral sense or literal sense, it's like, well, obstacles are placed in our way. Well, who's fucking placing them? Stop being a dick. Fuck off. But yeah, it's like, if you really want something, you will fight for it. But then sometimes the option of that fight is removed for you. There's things in life I really want that I cannot have. And it's nothing to do with fighting for. It's to do with respecting situations and boundaries. Gotta fucking live with it, ain't you? Not up to much here. You bought the missus a fridge freezer. Nice.
Pin the tail on the donkey. We haven't got a donkey. Well, pin the tail on the chicken. We haven't got a tail. Well, pin the sausage on the chicken. We haven't got a chicken. Pin the sausage on the fridge. Or a pin. Sellotape a sausage to the fridge. We haven't got a sausage. Put a bit of sellotape on the fridge.
Not much of a game, is it? Thank you, Stupedia. You do know how to cheer me up, don't you? I really appreciate that. And that's the new game you had for me. I thought you were going to suggest an actual game. Well, I've got a couple of choices. So I'm going to start with Call of Juarez Gunslinger, give that a go. If it's not for me, that's absolutely fine. As you can see, I am wearing my headphones again with this beautiful community-funded Logitech-specific cable, because they're a set of bastards who make the casings for their cables a specific size. But it has arrived, so I have good quality sound again. So I could continue Alan Wake, I could get started on Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. I've rather been enjoying 2 Point Hospital offline. Although I got my ass absolutely handed to me in a game last night. Because I'm on like level 5 now. And I didn't pay attention at the beginning of the level, and it's one of these levels where all of your staff have no qualifications, so you have to train them yourself, and it's really difficult. I lost all my money and everyone died. 2 Point Hospital is awesome. I usually play it on telly into bed, but I could pop that on. I've also got Alan Wake to restart as well. It's a pretty dark day today anyway, so kind of could get into the spooky spook. 2 Point Campus, I have heard, is great, but I've not played it myself. Don't forget I did work at a university for many years, so that might give me a little bit of a PTSD flashback, But yeah, I went to the gym last night, and I think I'm going to go again tonight. Sorry, I just got an email saying that I'm live. It's like, yeah, I kind of know. Anyway, I should give my body time to rest, but at the same time, lifting really helps with my head. I am just having a really bad couple of days. But it'll pass. It'll pass, as it always does. You can theme your campus. Your mate has his themed on Star Trek. God, what would my theme be? I guess I'd have to play the game to find out. It'll come my way eventually, I'm sure. But in the meantime, let's play some Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Oh, if we do get raided today, I finally have my new raid poem ready. I'm not 100% happy with it, but I think it would be a good idea to give it a test run and see how it works when I read it out loud. So my old raid poem has been put to bed. I've taken a couple of little bits from it because there was a couple of bits from the old one I really liked enough to carry over to this one, but other than that, it's a whole new raid poem. Yeah. Some of it's a bit weak, some of it's quite good though. Anyway, that's irrelevant. This is doing a first time install, so I just have to wait here for a moment. Test raid. No, it has to be authentic, man. It has to be a raid, and it has to be a raid of 10 people or more for the poem to kick in. That was always the rule. Crikey, this is loud. Right, let me where is my freaking mouse? There it is. Let me put. Let's stop the music. Let me just quickly. The screen's going to go blank. I am here. I'm just going to fix up the OBS because it's a pain in the ass. Okay, this should now work. Ooh.
Excuse me, have anybody got any backline?
Do you get much work, Pamela, as an actor? No, didn't think so. Okay, adjust the slider so the logo on the left is completely invisible and the one on the right can barely be seen. Okay, that's about right. I'm not so convinced about the controller support on this. This might come with options, though. Yeah, this isn't quite working. Oh, I don't do mouse and keyboard shooting games. Hell, I hardly do mouse and keys at all. You finally found the scene where disgusting comes from. Are you making your way through League of Gentlemen, dude? I'm so glad you found it. You have a little more context to when we see it here as well. For anyone that doesn't know, we're referring to this, which I do enjoy using a lot.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. I honestly don't know. Why isn't this... Okay. As always, I should have probably tested this before I came live. However, there's usually a button here on Steam I can press which will assist with controller settings. Oh my god, I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. I don't know if you can't see this, can you? What the devil? What have I done? Right, use official. Yeah. Use official layout for Call of Warhead's Gunslinger. Yes. Do that. Yes. Okay, so now if I press play again, fingers crossed it'll jump out at me. Ooh. I have got a bit of a thing for like Western themed games and well. There we go. We have better control now. So this is. It looks a bit like the art style looks a little bit Telltale series. It's got a real like cartoony style to it, which is again something that really like say turned me on to it, but something that gave me a like ooh, I wouldn't mind playing that. And it's meant to be really cartoony and silly and yeah, it might be something I enjoy. Let's find out. Story mode. Most definitely normal. Shame there isn't an easy mode. Kansas, 1910.
Easy, boy.
Shit. Just got an email I really didn't want. Fuck. Oh well, can't be helped now.
Don't I know you, sir? Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
What are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawman who crossed it.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
Ooh. The first two games of Call of Juarez are really good story-based shooters. They're a bit different to this one, I think, and the third main one in the series was so bad it basically killed the franchise. Oh, no. I mean, nothing stands up to the greatest Western video game of all time, does it? We don't need to say it by name, do we? Do we? Gun. Gun was fucking awesome. I would love to play that again. Can you get Gun on Steam? Can someone just have a quick Google? That might be on Good Old Games. It might be on anything. I don't know. I'd love to play Gun again. I used to adore that game when I was a teenager. Right. Ready once more time. Hey, Saphira! How you doing? I'm so glad you've had another name change. You were not worthy of the last name, as in you were way better than your name suggested. Saphira Unrefined. I like it. I like it a lot.
It was about 30 years ago.
Whoa. Oh,
Billy
I do
was
like the
hiding
art
out
style.
in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs.
Stinking Springs. That's like my mattress.
I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn
Oh, it's on
vengeance
Steam, is
on
it?
was
Oh,
riding
nice.
with Billy's
Right.
enemies.
I'm guessing it won't be too
But
expensive.
before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly
Oh, nice.
I had this funny feeling.
Funny, haha.
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
It does look like Borderlands, yeah. I've only ever played Borderlands 1. I think I tried playing Borderlands 2, but it was so ridiculously difficult, I just rage quit and deleted it. I'll have to check my PS library and see if I've still got it. I think I got Borderlands 3 because it was free a few months back, but I've not touched it. Oh, that look sensitivity is a bit much for me. That's better. That's better. I agree. Yeah, you're right. Oh, you are so right. I know. Ooh, what a bitch. Ooh, press that button to see current objective. Return to the hideout. Where is the hideout? Is that the hideout? It looks like a nothing. Can I punch a cow? No. So we have a Cult of Bane meeting tomorrow night, and 9 times out of 10 when we have Cult of Vane meetings, we usually I cook for everyone. One of our fellowship is a vegan, so I do like to flex my vegan culinary muscle whenever she's coming round. And today, because I'm making something tomorrow that I had to start today, so I'm making vegan brisket. And it was a very interesting process. It's just come out of a 3-hour simmer, and now it's going to go in the fridge overnight to firm up. I really like Borderlands 4. Christ, I didn't even know there was a 4th one, but I played them all through with friends, and it definitely improved the experience because they could carry me. Yeah, I found Borderlands 2 so difficult. I was like, this isn't even fun, because as soon as I stick my head out anywhere, I'm just getting shot. But anyway, this is gorgeous. I didn't expect this to be such a beautiful game. I think this is quite old as well now.
Stay here and keep an eye on the road. That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
What? You're not even going to ask first? We're just going to shoot first and ask later. Fair enough. I suppose it is the American way. Oh, you meant 3. Oh, okay. Hey, buddy. Did you just see a real bright light? That son of a bitch took my pants. Whoa!
Shoot that sumbitch!
Oh shit! No! Don't shoot me! I'm supposed to be shooting you. Oh, I like the way the bullets heal. Okay, I could have probably done that a bit better. I'm not very good at shooting games. I'm not very good at games in general, as we well know. Again, experience by killing enemies for leveling up and gaining extra abilities. Cool. So games like this
Garrett's posse
tend to be a struggle for me. But
I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast. Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead.
Oh, okay, you can't shoot horses.
Fire at will! Spread out, goddammit!
Which one's Will? Do you know these people?
Get 'em from there, coming from the rear!
Whoa,
I
this
decided
is
to help Billy and the boys out a bit.
gunning down enemies fills your concentration
just
gauge.
what I did.
Gauge. Yeah. Press RB to enter concentration.
Hey, we have one behind us! Stay on it! Cover fire!
Hiding is not easy. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be this hard.
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kids' apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Don't worry about it, Cam. I'm not. Nice one. Got a fair few bullets from that. Where are the rest of you son bitches? You dog environments, or whatever they call them. Ooh, it's a secret. Chickens and pumpkins. Ooh, I've just leveled up. Nice. You have 1 skill point to spend here now. Select any of the 3 skill categories and then purchase its leftmost skill. I would say that I am a long-distance sharpshooter because I'm a coward who doesn't want to get too close. Iron sight slows down time. Ooh. Just enough to aim perfectly. Yeah, I want that skill. Hello, Samsicles. How you doing? Or are you saying boo to frighten me as a form of greeting? Or are you saying boo because I suck at this game?
Watch out! He's one of them! He's right behind us! Where the hell's Garrett?
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off.
Nice. No blacksmith. God damn you. I have full dead shot thing again.
I've got this.
Do you now?
Still, one of them reached the water tower.
Whoa! You can avoid lethal
Not a
shots
bad
and sense
idea.
of death is fully charged.
It would be a turkey shoot from up there.
Whoa. Ah, boo to greet me. Thank you. Nice.
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed.
I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She
A lot
was
of them were
looking
saddle
kind of
tramps
dumb
and
with a
sodbusters
finger and a
drunken
thumb in the
drifters
shape
looking
of an L on her forehead. Oh, in this case, it's more the shape of a bullet in your forehead, but whatever. Aha!
I'm putting you down.
I'm putting you down, bud. Wrong. Gotta love the explosive barrels.
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you!
Try aiming, you idiots.
Which back
Truth
door?
be told, things weren't much better behind the house.
Oh. Oh, that's the house. Well, I mean, that's kind of obvious because it looks like, well, a house.
Watch your play.
I cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad. They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo.
Oi, who's doing that? Be nice.
Show yourself, coward.
I thought Billy the Kid was meant to be the asshole of, like, the Western world.
It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house.
Any more secrets? Keep it secret. Keep it safe. I found out that a friend of mine who I've not... that's a friend of mine. A friend of mine who I have known for an incredible amount of years has never seen Lord of the Rings. Like, what the fuck? Sheltered life. Anyway, I've demanded that we rectify this soon. Ow! Oh, wow, I can get shot multiple times, but small enough a small edge. No. Come on, there's got to be more secrets and shit lying around. I keep hearing little flicks of wind in my headphones from the sound design, and I think it's the start of my raid alert, but it's not.
And like that,
You
I was
all be
inside,
dead, you bastards.
none the worse for wear.
Deader than
I
a rat
passed
in a
Dirty
trap.
Dave.
Hello, Dirty Dave.
Done with you.
Why do they call you that? Oh, that's why.
Hey, you like
And
that?
upstairs, I found Billy and Charlie Baldry.
Nice. Who would have thought it, Saphira? Who the hell would have thought it? Smart as a whip, crack shot, and something else.
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm. I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming.
I think I got one.
Okay, this is actually pretty goddamn fun.
Where the hell is that? He's missing all the others.
Oh, no! I've got any, like, dynamite or some shit that I can throw.
That's when Charlie got hit.
Charlie!
Catching us in a
Oh,
crossfire,
no!
shouted Billy.
I don't even
Get to
know
the
who
other
you
side.
are. Bloody hell. Turning me into Swiss cheese. Shit. Okay, so you're definitely not invincible in focus mode. Let's just stand here for a moment. Because bullets heal in 5 seconds if you don't get shot again. That's how life works. They all look like Billy Gibbons.
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. They got a Gatling, Billy shouted.
Yeah, where are they
Get
shooting
the
that
horses
Gatling
and
from?
bring them round back. I'll draw their attention.
Okay, let's not take on the Gatling
Directed
gun.
that order at me. I
All
thought, why the hell do I have to do it?
all first-person shooter characters are actually from North England because all wounds are solved by a good sit-down. Yeah, I agree. There's nothing that can't be fixed with a cup of tea and a sit. If you're really lucky, a Kit Kat. Fucking love Kit Kats. Kit Kats and Twixes, I think, are probably my two favourite items of confectionery.
Those poor sons of bitches are done.
Many would have fled in my place. But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have, like Jack.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack, he's just joshing with you now.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Greaves, please continue.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
You were heading for the barn.
Gonna make you bleed.
What RS to Mel A? Okay, now I know. Now I know.
Making my way past the passing fallen.
Whoa! I mean, that kind of did all that for me. I can't really take credit for that. Dual wielding desperado. Okay.
Shoot it!
Ah, but it takes twice as long to reload.
Sounds
I quite like
Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
the realistic loading times are a bit annoying, but that's realistic. I like it. Am I stuck here? Ammunition, please.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up.
Should get back to the weird flavors of the Kit Kat from Japan. That would be a cool stream. I've only ever seen wasabi. I didn't realize they had further weirdness.
Finally, I had the stables within my reach.
It's got to be a
And
boss
that's when
fight.
I met
Yeah, there we go.
Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I'd have put a
I
boss
read that
here
you
as well.
went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
Well, they're going to cost like a tenner a piece then, aren't they, if they've got weird flavors in Japan. Hello, Pat. Yeah, this is very Borderlands. I am digging this.
You challenged him to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
Fuck! 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 What am I doing here? Keep your enemy in focus using RS. Press A to continue. Focus on the heat. When your opponent reaches F gun, press RT to draw your weapon, aim with RS, then shoot with RT. Why can't I just do it already?
And that you killed him in a fair fight.
It's a shoulder shot. I'm not
Is
sure
that
he's
what
dead.
that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stairs.
Oh, I like it. Give me my rifle, though. This is my rifle, this is my gun, this is for fire,
Step
and this
inside,
is for fun.
and
Oh!
last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on. How did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
Ah, so if I hadn't waited for him to go for his gun, it wouldn't have been an honourable kill. Sorry. Yeah. Nice mechanic. I dig.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to, the bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
It's fucking really warm in this room.
And the kid surrendered? When he realized there was no getting out of there alive.
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
Indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid. It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after.
Did I get a point? No, I didn't. Hello?
He was with John Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine. Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move. He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape, too.
Thank you very much.
My first order of business was finding a firearm.
Nice. I mean, there's something on fire. Does that count? Probably not. Ah, dead person. Ah, gun on wall.
Luckily, I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
A 10-gauge Whitney, loud as thunder. Cut a man clean in half. Cool.
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Anybody see Billy?
Ah! Whoa!
Hell yeah.
That is very satisfying.
That scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his feet. You hardly had to aim the damn thing. The kid's escape raised a huge ruckus.
Climb what? Oh, the ladder.
Guards were everywhere looking for him.
Can't let the kid get away. Anybody see him?
No. I am as silent as the night.
Yeah, you know.
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could, but
Shot
some
him
of that
then.
wood was
Oh
slippery
shit!
as hell.
Okay, you know what? Let's
Whole
just.
town was up in arms. Suddenly, I was a fugitive.
How the hell did the kid escape? Garrett's gonna kick our ass.
Oh, okay. You can't fall off the roof. You are dead. Those pesky dynamite throwers can go boom if you hit their belts. This isn't the roof I was on. This is not my office. Right. Bollocks. Ah, onto the rocks.
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever gonna find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there. I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
Never works.
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
Ooh. Sparklies.
Where'd he get you?
You! But hell, if they weren't all waiting for me.
Where? How have you
Apparently,
seen me?
some of them thought I was Billy.
But I'm not Billy.
You hooligans can go to hell.
Stop him!
They're all a bit too accurate for my tastes. The problem with shooting games is that once you get past the initial, wow, this is fun to shoot things,
Leave him to me.
that's it.
Somewhere.
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and color. I was
Go
just
through and
glad
shoot,
I had
go through and
Deputy
shoot, go
Bob's
through and
mean
shoot.
ass
So already
shotgun.
it's losing my interest. Admittedly, I have particular tastes in games. But my brain is never satisfied with
You
just
won't get away with this.
killing.
They're shooting in the street.
Stick with it for a bit longer, though.
Get your headstone!
There's children here.
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters. Smelly,
I've never been the
sweaty,
biggest fan of
ungrateful
horses either,
beasts.
to be honest.
We
I think I
prized
had a
them
bad
too
experience with a
high.
horse as a child. And I never really recovered from that.
I'm here.
Should probably not stand so close to them when I blow them up.
Give it up.
You're threatening the lives of innocent people.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. God, I wanted to drink really badly today. Horses are too big. I don't like how big they are. Yeah, but I love elephants. Always wanted to meet an elephant. I don't think size matters. It's more the unpredictability of them.
But where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free.
Got that son of a...
Oh, shit.
So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town.
Really?
I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
Because everybody in Lincoln would be dead?
No, because they all thought I was Billy. And all that blame would fall on him.
Right, okay, so...
Meanwhile,
literally a piece of
Deputy
wood
Bob Ollinger
is
was
absolutely
organizing
impenetrable.
a posse to put me down. He was already a mean son of a bitch, but he was doubly pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun.
Can you stop, please?
Anyway, it was me or them. And the only way forward led me straight to perdition. But the cards were dealt, and I had no choice but to play them.
Yeah. This isn't going at all. Where from? Oh, you! Ammunition may become an issue.
We're gonna be in
Ammunition.
shit when Pat gets back.
I have an ammunition.
Don't let him get away.
Yeah, I got an ammunition.
How the hell did he get away? We can take him.
Yeah, I'm not. I just want. I want ammunition. That's all I really care about right now. Rifle ammo, classic crits. Hints about nuggets of truth. I think I want more ammo more than that. Even though I don't actually have a rifle at the minute, so that was kind of a wasted upgrade.
Let him get away.
Gotta get away, holy diver.
Shit when Pat gets back. Play it aim that man. We can take him.
Oh, fuck off and leave me alone. Ah!
Show yourself, coward.
Finally, I found what I was looking for. The stables on the edge of town.
I don't want stables. I want ammo. Hang on. You're calling them the stables? What's down here? I want ammunition.
Guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Well, sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. Hello, Bob, I said. I think you better let me go. And he says, I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun. So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball.
Oh, this again.
He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
I think I've got a better understanding of how to do this time. Oh no! Killed each other.
I killed him in a fair fight. Everybody saw I had no damn
I don't quite
choice.
get it.
Well, Lincoln got a mite depopulated that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later. So he's a...
I am
So
not
where'd
going to
you
play
go
this anymore. I'm
after
going to play
Lincoln?
something else. Couple of reasons.
Mexico.
One,
Until I realized
It's all
nobody
right.
was looking.
you know, it's kind of fun, but it's a bit of a one-man game. It's not a game I can stream. It's too loud. It's too chaotic, and there's too much concentration, so I don't have an opportunity to sit and talk to you guys. So I am going to. Alt F4 that. I will play it again offline at some point, but not today. So, what do I fancy? I honestly don't know. I could make a start on Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. It's meant to be absolutely brilliant, but again, it's something that requires concentration. I want something I can kind of dip in and out of today. Okay, we're going to try this one instead. This has been on my list for a while. This is Death and Taxes. God, it's so warm in this room. I'm actually sweating. What the hell? This just hasn't happened in months because it's been too fucking cold. No worries, Cam. You lurk away, my dude. Oh, I forgot to turn on Nightbot, so commands aren't working. Let me give that a quick turn on. There we go. Okay, so I just need to do a little bit of OBS dicking about. Won't be a sec. Already done, Cam, but thank you. Oh no, I haven't done the change the game, have I? I was about to do that. So Death and Taxes. I mean, the music's a lot more peaceful anyway. There we go. Oh, I see. Oh, hello. Bait, Keeper of World Order. I don't believe in you. Lemon. Okay. Is Fate unhappy that life has not given him lemons? Oh, Abbey Road. As you do. Excuse me, sir. Oh my god. Has Fate just been sent to hell? No? Gone home with his lemons. What's he making? A skull. Oh, the Grim... It's me! I am the Grim Reaper. Oh, I love it. Evil. Yeah. Begin the bureaucratic afterlife. Yes, please.
Finally, the new spawn has awoken.
Am I the new spawn?
What a momentous day. I am honored to welcome you into our world. Spawn. Hang on. Spawn number 49. I am Fate. I am the keeper of world order. Oh, a polite Grim Reaper for a change.
Well, you gotta be nice,
This
haven't you?
is a good start. Welcome to your new job as an overseer of Cosmopolis City Subdivision 4, the Sun County Wine Region.
Indeed.
I know what you are thinking, and yes, your assignment is choosing humans who have to die. Pretty
I didn't think it was Death's choice. I thought it was Fate's choice if we're going through the rules of Fate. And I just do Fate's bidding. I suppose
As
this
it is your
Fate's
first
bidding.
day, try to get to know the system. And do not destroy the world, yes? Gallows humor, you see? Right, yes. Clear?
Whatever you say, boss.
Delightful. I appreciate solid work ethics and a dedication to the craft.
Evil looking cat. I like its tie.
Remember, the fate of the world lies in your hands. Humans march towards the great dying. They always teeter on the precipice, creating endless chaos. We keep humans from falling off.
Oh, is it going to be like Lemmings?
We establish the equilibrium and keep the chaos in check. For that reason, your actions will have consequences.
I was born to do this.
Yes, you were.
Yeah.
Literally. I will now show you your workplace. One more thing. This will be your 7-day evaluation.
7 days? We only get 3 months, man.
When the week is done, you will be assessed.
Take it.
1 week to show us what you are made of, Reaper.
All our times have come. Oh, hello. Oh, look at this. Gunther Felek, clicks tongue. Yeah, no. Stephanie Huang. Where did he get all these? Deuce Fax Machina. I'll see to max with a profile before I end my shift. There's a bar here for Grim. Welcome, Grim. Here are the files on humans who are in life-threatening situations within your domain. I am granting you time to settle in, so no difficult rules and requests as of today. Quota for the day, 1 human has to die. Send me the files by fax after you have made your decision. Good luck on the first day. Gunther Felek, age 40, journalist. More often than not, Gunther find themselves in dangerous situations due to their curious nature and profession. They haven't had a chance to build a family because of the risky life choices, but hope to settle down eventually. At the moment, they're undercover, working for a minor drug lord, trying to expose corrupt police. Stephanie Huang, 41, financial manager. Stephanie has been working at an eco-research NGO, whatever that is, for about 6 months, trying to figure out their financial situation. The bookkeeping has been sloppy enough that it'll take them a while. They're a huge fan of swimming, often going on nighttime swims. Nothing in the drawers. The marker of death. I have a phone at least. Good for procrastinating and scrolling through Corker. What's Corker? I mean, Gunter is trying to expose corrupt police, and Stephanie ain't doing shit. Sorry, Steph. Okay. Digging the soundtrack. Yes. Sorry, Stephanie. I'm sure you're lovely, but it's not really for me to say, though, is it? I don't know. Right, so what happens now? Oh, I see. Confirm the choices via fax. Right, okay. What the hell? Oh, hell, you're the devil? Wait, this is a little bit weird and slightly annoying. Oi, stop it. I just want you to go up there. Oh, okay. I'll use scroll wheel instead. Okay, my bad. I'm smarter than the devil. Apparently not.
What ho, customer!
What ho?
Welcome to Quartermaster Mortimer's Plunder Emporium. As ye may guess, I am Mortimer. The Mortimer. The one you may have heard of.
Comic partner of
the famous
Vic.
Nay, infamous Quartermaster.
Never heard of
you. Jest. I once scoured many sea and land, alleviating merchantmen from the burden of excess wealth.
Cool.
I, the Emporium brims with plunder. I plundered myself. Browse at your will.
That's Will again. Who is Will? Anpu, God of the Dead. Oh, I have no points. I have to spend anywhere. Lethal Obliviator is used to remove grievous mistakes, meaning it erases whichever mark you made on a profile, one use only. Peculiar Flex 12 disquietingly inside this glass globe, never settling. In the middle of the storm stands figures too difficult to discern. Everything seems to be in a state of constant transfiguration. Anpu, God of the Dead, mummification, embalming the afterlife cemeteries and tombs, and the protector of the underworld. This hound really gets around. Oh, I get a dog! I don't have enough money. So, that was pointless. Because it's not in colour, I don't think I can actually go to it yet. Ah. Hello, Fate.
Oh, the new Deathspawn. Welcome. How was your first day?
Alright, I guess.
Good, good. I understand it may take time to get acclimated. Everyone goes through that phase. Remember, lives are on the line. I see exactly one person perished today, as tasked. Did you figure out the best choice?
I did.
To be honest, I gave a simple one to begin with. There was no best choice. Sometimes none of the options are good. Not for everyone. Such is the unfortunate, indisputable, incontrovertible, ironclad law of cosmos. Questions?
Nope, I'm ready for
Keep
anything.
your eye on the letter for future guidelines. And keep up the good work. A new day awaits. Off you go now.
Another red letter day. The postman delivers a letter from your lover. You know, I had that in ages. Love that song. Yes, end the day. It's a new day. Go to the Grim office. I hope you found your accommodation. Oh, your accommodation adequate. What? Busy. Eco-Watch Environmental Research NGO forced to shut down due to major financial troubles. Crow News. Weeding out bad cops and planting a bright future for our town. An expose on corrupt law enforcement. Tomorrow Science. Fracking linked to earthquakes. New research confirms. I hope you found your accommodations adequate. Here are the rules of the day. Follow them and you'll be okay. I'm handing you another simple task. Quota for the day. 1 human with an engineering or industrial background has to die. Fuck's sake. So we have a student who loves animals. So far, they reach basic level animal rights activism. Those who enjoy reading horoscopes to people in queues. Ugh. Rajesh is in the fracking industry for the money, and no cries from environmentalists will make them rethink. They are determined to risk the career on the ladder and become the boss of the fracking firm someday. Later. Victor graduated at the top of their class and made a fast climb on the career ladder, becoming the chief safety inspector of a local nuclear power plant. They have already spotted several mistakes, possibly preventing many accidents. You live. I am a moral death. I mean, making the world a better place for animals is great. Reading horoscopes to people in queues, that's very Colin Robinson. But you're only young. You're not hurting anyone, you're just mildly annoying. I think I've actually gone against fate there. But I guess you have to at some point. It's basically the life and death version of Papers, Please, isn't it?
Grim, how was the second day on the job?
Good.
Good. So, did you follow the rules properly?
Maybe? I don't really know.
Everything looks in order, as far as I can tell. And it is my job to tell these things. Continue the good work, and do not let tough choices get you down.
If I get to kill more people.
No. You are to mark the profiles as requested. We are not here to cause wanton mayhem.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God, I need a massage. In fact, I've got one booked in with my physio in like 2 weeks. When is that? Let's have a look. She's wonderful. She's a little 5-foot powerlifting lady, and she absolutely destroys every shoulder in my back, every muscle in my back and shoulders. And it is indeed. Oh, it's less than 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks yesterday. Fantastic.
Rest well. You will need it.
Kitty! Do your job. A new day dawns. You ought to know the drill by now. Just in case, here is another simple one. No special requests today. Try follow the rules and choose the appropriate profiles, then send them to me by fax. 2 humans have to die today. Economist, damages from the fracking deemed to be too excessive and expensive. Government vows to shift towards developing better renewable energy sources. Well, it's not the Tories then, is it? Cunts. Culture Mag, coming soon. A Dine and Wine Street Festival. All proceeds go to help the local animal shelter. Ah, that's nice. Right, so I've got to kill 2 of these. There's nothing in the drawers yet either. Frederick spends all their days in the monastery writing manuscripts by hand. Although the printing press was invented centuries ago, they insist texts written by hand are the most pure. 58. Okay. Working in a factory is very monotonous, I know. You almost become a machine yourself, I know. At least that's how Luther feels most days. They go through a set of predetermined motions, one after the other. However, this has given them ample time to compose poetry. You live. We do what we must to survive in this world, but as long as you are creating art, I think that's a wonderful thing. Frederick, you can give nothing to the world. Sorry, mate, you're off. Right. Number 3. Columbia is a distinguished war veteran. These days working as a well-regarded passenger airplane pilot. Happily married with 5 children. As a hobby, Columba is extremely interested in the history of religious buildings. Very nice. Leo's been in politics for over 40 years, and in that time they've worked hard on relaxing the government's meddling in the real estate market. Although nobody has found proper proof, there has been rumours that Leo has taken many bribes from a number of realtor agencies. Well, you know how I feel about politicians. Well, let's read the last one. Alexandra made a big career change, shifting from baking pizzas at local Paklutzis to robotics engineering. Their dream is to make a waffle-destroying robot. Alexandra is deathly afraid of waffles. Okay, you live. You live. And you are old and possibly corrupt politician. You die. Oh, this is fun. It's not real. I wouldn't actually be this laissez-faire about actual choices of life and death, by the way. When do I get money to spend? Actually, after I've been to Fate this town, I'm going to see if I can get into the pub.
Grim, my latest spawn. 3 days you have been with us. How do you feel?
I feel hungry all the time.
Probably some of the psychic residue left over from the creation. Making a death is not simplistic alchemy. Now, let me take a look at the files you sent in today. Right. Everything looks to be in order.
Yes.
You have followed the rules and marked the correct amount of profiles.
Thank you, Mr. Fate. Oh. Don't fuck with me, kitty.
Oh. Thank you for
Oh, Lady Portington.
Okay, Grim. About your payment, which I may have forgotten about.
I want back
earlier.
payment.
Of course. We take our
Good.
worker satisfaction levels very seriously. The contract stipulates that every death gets a fair salary based on their performance accuracy. Marking profiles correctly is the most important task. If you mark more or less than necessary, you will not get your fee at all. Errors in secondary tasks will reduce
Secondary
the total,
tasks?
even if the primary task is executed correctly. There really is not much else to say. You may leave. See you tomorrow.
Okay. Oh, 900. I can get a dog. Still can't get in to see the devil. And the bar is still closed to me. Excuse me.
Prepare for
Oh, you've changed your stuff.
The ocean of quality merchandise.
Asshole. A grim cape. Oh, no, hang on. This dark cape is classic attire for any grim deeds. Pleasantly warm while offering protection against the wind and rain, which you won't actually need. Oh, it's just a cosmetic. That's not good. A looking glass gazing ultimately deep into the abyssal depths of the underworld, which reflects everything. Well, mostly just you. Cactus, the most brutal of plants. Your stuff is shit today. Where's the dog? I want a dog. Fucking Mortimer. Save it up for a rainy day. Why is there more money? Whoa. There's a lot here. Is this a bribe? Have you looked outside today? It rains. It has been raining for hours. Appropriate to accompany the despondence within me. Well, here are some rules for you. 3 humans have to die. All survived in a plane crash due to skillful efforts of pilots. Yay! Local politician dead after being struck by a car. Police have not yet ruled out a deliberate hit. Industrial labourer publishes first collection of poems titled The Pain to the Worker's Impact. I think that's how you pronounce that. Critics impressed. My mum would never have forgiven me if I killed a poet. Right, we have 4 to choose from, and 3 have to die. When still in their early 20s, Glora harboured some edgy and extreme views on society, up until the point they grew up and calmed down, readjusting their innate interest on societal issues to gain greater knowledge of history and the myriad structures that affect our lives. I like that. But now you can live. Mjorman gives physiology lectures at the local university and writes self-help books as a hobby. They mix vague political and physical content into their lectures, but they lack any knowledge or education in either of those areas. Somehow they haven't been fired. You're in the middle. Thornton loves bodies. That's why they became a bodyguard. They want nothing else in life but to protect bodies from harm. Frankly, it's a pretty honourable vocation. They recently became a guard for a very famous celebrity. We're not at work. Thornton enjoys a lot of exercising. Oh dear. So we need to kill 3, and already I've not really made a decision on any yet. Gordy says they are a physicist because they used to work in a physics lab. In true, they spent all of their times at the warehouse opening crates with a crowbar. They were fired after breaking an ampule of the rare HL3O compound the lab had been expecting for nearly 2 decades. Sorry, Gordy. Tecumseh is a renowned professor of mathematics who enjoys challenging their students with nigh unsolvable equations. It's the best way to force them into being more inventive and creative, they say. Lately, they've started tutoring a gifted janitor with a troubled past. Grim, I am watching. You should mark this profile to live. I was going to anyway, thank you very much. Tell me what to do. Okay, so we have a live and a die. Can I put these one by one? Oh, okay, no, you can't. Okay. Yes, I know. So we have 1 death and 1 live, and 3 have to die. So 2 of these have to go. You're the next one, mate. Right, who the hell dies out of you 2 then? So you have to go through bad shit in order to become good shit. So I like this guy. What about this one? And yeah, I get that you're a bodyguard, but what if you end up protecting the wrong person? What if this celebrity that you're protecting is like, I don't know, fucking Ben Shapiro or something? You die. How did I do, boss?
Grim, there you are. Let us be quick. All the profiles are here, just as requested. Excellent work. You even adhered to my little test note. I commend you for exhibiting vigilance.
Oh, fuck. Ow. Ah. Yeah, I think going to the gym tonight would be a terrible idea. I still might go, but...
I am beginning to sense a tinge of pride growing within me. I did not expect you to turn out such a good and dedicated Reaper.
Just doing my duty, boss.
If you keep this up, you will get far. You may be even promoted to a middle management position. Imagine the possibilities.
Hey, kitty.
Anyway, I am quite busy tonight, so you
can
go.
Orgy?
Until tomorrow.
Does fate go to orgies? Cha-ching! Right, so do you change your stock every day then, Mortimer?
What ho!
You do?
How can me humble and not at all adventurous self assist you today?
It spins and whirs, clicks and clacks, very soothing in times of stress. The resonator collects accelerated electromagnetic waves of various frequencies generated by the artificial vibration of eternal recurrence, which travel through the ether and then blast them at you. It's radio. Sporting a super stylish beak, the mask hails from the era of epidemics where physicians, with little to no medical expertise, try to alleviate the suffering of the inflicted. An ill omen, but it really fancies up my visage. Nice, but I don't want it. More judgment. Why do you keep giving me all this money? Probably put some in there as well. Okay, the news. Charming real-life tale of a maths professor helping a young maths genius to be turned into a film. Hooray! Ex-physicist and loiterer dead after falling into a vat of radioactive goo. Should we really have a lake of hazardous material just outside the city? Bodyguard says life of actor Sandy Fresco gets hit by the falling cement blocks instead. Welcome to Our History, a new series on the structures behind the shifts and changes of societies. I'd watch that. CEO of the What scandals. Oh, What social media platform planning to open a museum of antiques and relics. What? Good, you are paying attention after all. We cannot allow workers to doze off or become complacent, else mistakes may sneak into the workflow pipeline. Quota for the day, 2 have to die. Spare any humans with a science background. I don't want you. Go away. Legitimate researcher or greedy tomb raider. Consensus has not been reached when it comes to this noted archaeologist. For the past 5 years, they've been digging up artifacts around the Faradin region. You're in the middle. 10 years, Aisha has spent gazing through a powerful telescope at the stars all across the universe. Bit by bit, they've become ever more convinced the whole world is actually some sort of simulation, a realistic reproduction crafted in binary. That is a science background. So did you say they have to live? Spare any humans with a science background. Gianni prepares the food for cooking, beverages for drinking. Later they clean the kitchen work areas. It's routine and repetitive work, but it's the best they can manage while trying to get themselves through college. They've learned to cope with the struggle after their parents died when they were very young. You are living. You're my kind of person. A sharp mind and quick wit have served Fiona well. They are the maths expert at a popular science show, making maths cool again and hoping no one notices their extensive tax fraud endeavours. Well, you're only defrauding the government, so I'm okay with that. You live. How many had to die? 2. We've got one in the middle. Chandralekha studies a lot and has perfect grades at school, but still finds time to volunteer at the local soup kitchen as much as possible. They sometimes even buy extra soup materials with their own money, making a lot of disadvantaged groups a lot more happy. My guy. Nora turned to regular embezzlement after their multi-level marketing scheme failed. The beauty products and cognitive enhancers were just not selling. All this to pay off their mortgage and keep their child at a decent school. Nora films claymation shorts in their spare time. Sorry, Nora. Someone has to go, and it's you. And it's you, Gregor, as well. Oh, Gregor. How did I do, boss?
What a day, Grim. What a day. Let us go over your conduct first. Good. I see the correct amount of profiles. Today seems to be in order.
Yes,
anyway,
my master.
Grim, 5 days you have been with us. How does it feel to make the difficult choices? Is it, though? I can almost imagine what a normal, basic, dreadful, everyday job would feel like. But think of the humans. Do you think our office is the appropriate way to deal with them?
Sure.
Ah, the question is too difficult. After all, you have not even lived a week. You have not seen what the tradition has wrought. This control over all the lives, unbeknownst to the humans. Do you not consider it unethical to make the choices you make?
Yeah, you hand out the rules. I mean, I don't have the
True
choices.
enough.
Yeah.
One must be in charge. The others are there to follow. The office is perennial and venerated. Eons we have spent designing the appropriate methods and strategies. We know what we are doing. Oh, I do apologize for taking up so much of your time. Before you go, are there any questions you would like to ask me?
No, not really.
Right. It has been enlightening. I bid you a good night. See you tomorrow.
Fuck you, pay me. Mortimer! I'm hoping the items cycle. I really want my dog.
Have ye seen such deals before? 'Tis ye who plundered me.
Cigarettes. The annals of transients help keep track of any passing temporalities. It counts days in a month from 1 to 28. Those are all the days, all of them. Still don't really know what that is. But I don't have my dog, but that has looped back, so it makes me think it will at some point. Right, let's go to bed. Cosmologist publishes an odd article about the whole of existence being a simulation. Scientific community baffled and amused. That actually does fascinate me because I've looked into this whole is reality a simulation kind of thing, and the answer is nobody can say yes or no either way. It's a complete coin flip, a 50-50 choice. That fascinates me, does that? Noted archaeologist caught attempting to smuggle ancient artifacts out of Faradon, shot by a militia group. I was right. Our small-town prodigy moves to the city, we say. Reach for the stars! Scientists very close to figuring out how to counter a dangerous pathogen. Hey, Sober, how you doing? It is in the chat rules. Please don't call me bro. It's something I just really don't like. Other than that, hey, good to have you. Right, today's rules. We seem to be on the precipice of dark times. I may have warned you that this job can have some harsh moments. Today is that day. A total of 6 humans have to die. There's only 8 to choose from. At least 2 humans aged 35 or younger have to die. Any humans with a medical background have to die. So it's getting a lot more complex. Scott works as a dentist, but sometimes regrets not becoming a scientist. I mean, that's medical, isn't it? So you said any humans with a medical background have to die. So, sorry, Scott. No one knows much about Harrison. Their history and identity are both mysteries. Most often they are seen moving around a wheelchair, barely speaking a word to anyone, though it is known they once helped a lost detective. And you're in your 70s. Not that that really matters, but when we've got people that are early 20, you know, there's got to be a toss-up there, hasn't there? Boxer! Scythe's been hitting the punching bag a lot lately, living out the many frustrations of their life. One of them being lower than expected results in matches as of late. On the side, they've grown more interested in the usual simulation world hypothesis. Oh, that's what I've just been talking about. At least 2 aged 35 or younger have to die. Oh, this is horrible. Annabelle's between an astrophysicist or astronaut. The two things are somewhat related. They also enjoy painting, mostly nudes, computer programming and volleyball. Is that a science background? No, medical background. Okay, so I think you might actually live. David enrolled in a university to learn computer science, but as of late their grades have been dropping. Instead of studying, they've become absorbed by the recent hypothesis of the world actually being a very convincing simulation. Oh, dearie me. For the past 15 years, Ye has spent every day working in a windowless concrete bunker, testing various vaccines in order to eradicate some of the deadliest diseases in the world. If you are a medical background, unfortunately, you have to die. Psychologist. Doesn't matter, you're a medical background, you have to die. That is if I'm going to continue listening to Fate. I suppose I could rebel if I really wanted to. But then he invented me to do this job. Timothy doesn't really think about all the difficult and confusing aspects of life, you lucky fuck. Their objective is to take a pole, run a bit, and vault over a bar, no matter how high it's been placed. Simple, elegant. You're going to live. You 3 are going to die. I can't think too much on it, because otherwise I'll get a moral quandary. I forgot to mark that you guys live. Nice.
Grim. It looks to be a rough day out there. New recruits often falter during dark time. Yet you seem to have performed adequately. How do you feel after such a day? Good. We have to do what is necessary, even if we do not fully understand why. Let us hope these days do not continue. Any idea what
Wow, what did I do? Did I get something wrong?
Yes, I am. And yes.
Oh, I must have got something wrong.
Yet what use is a reaper who cannot discern the situation from the details in front of them?
Suck
Your
it.
answer would intrigue me. Yes? Interesting. An insightful streak may yet rattle inside that skull of yours. Off you go now, Grim. Good night.
Yeah, still got paid. I'm not stopping until I get my dog. Oh, the bar's open. Hello. Hey, Gus. The air is eerily cold, as if frozen in place. Too scared to move an inch. Hi.
What do you want?
I'm new.
A fresh-faced lemon head. Exactly what I wanted to see today.
Don't be fucking rude, mate.
Hey now, Gus, play nice.
Well, seems I'm stuck with you now. You want to ask questions or something?
Why are you such a twat?
I'm the janitor. I clean up the damn mess you make. Ever looked in the mirror or thought about the clientele of this place?
Yeah, but they don't die here, do they?
The drink goes. None of you have a stomach.
Oh, I see what you
Anything
mean.
you consume falls through the rib cage straight to the floor. Pretty grace, right? A gift to the world from all you pompous reapers.
Reap you.
Be at least a little more considerate.
Whatever, just do your job.
I've heard I do mine better than you do yours.
Oh, you want to fight?
Something else you wanted? Yeah, I gotta get back to work anyway.
Right. Kiss my ass, Gus. Oh, Grimdeer. I like that.
Oh, hello there. I'm Sari, and I welcome you to Cerberus's Den, the finest drinking establishment.
Oh, I like you.
inside of the void. Sure as heck haven't seen you before. You must be brand new. Maybe just dapper like the River Acheron. The outfit screams vintage. So, how are you liking existence thus far?
Lots of tedious
Don't I know
paperwork.
it?
Yeah.
Administrative bureaucracy just can't be escaped. They'll always find you, eventually. But hey, that's why you figure out the small cracks in the system you can manipulate. Okay,
Tell
Nick,
me more.
Before we continue, I got this little game I play with every fresh-faced patron. It's real simple.
Ugh, hit me.
All you gotta do is answer a series of questions, and I'll craft a personalized drink inspired by what you said. It's like a quiz.
I love quizzes.
Right, the gist. I'll describe some sort of an odd situation, and you answer how you react. I usually do 4 questions, and
Bring
nothing
it.
else to it. Here we go. Prepare for question number 1. After being tasked with creating a computer game about dating monstrous eldritch gods, you've come up with several characters.
I see. Yeah.
Which
yeah.
of the possible god beings is clearly the hottest and most dateable of the lot?
Ab Nipperath, mostly abs with a gorgeous blonde mane. Azat Hoth, the blind idiot god. At least they're fuzzy. That could be me. Ugur Sathler, a grotesque tree with a warm heart. Jubflex, one arm, eternal flexing. Nameless Misty, ethereal beauty, a bit translucent. Wolfram, half wolf, half ram, half tank. That's me. That's my
Time for
one.
question. After years of working a stable, albeit a monotonous office desk job, you are let go due to a corporate downsizing.
Boo.
This, however, has given you a chance to reinvent yourself.
Working is dumb and lame and
Next up,
pointless.
question 3. On a stroll around the local forest, you happen upon an unfamiliar animal. Their leg is trapped in a devious trap and is bleeding profusely. The beast will likely not survive for long. How will you react?
Berate the animal for being dumb and getting trapped. Don't interfere in the natural order of things. The trap is not natural. Draw your scythe and swiftly slay the beast. It's not an option to try and help the bugger.
Alright, final stretch. As I said, 4 is all anyone ever needs, right? You get to cook for a group of friends, but are lacking some very important ingredients.
Oh, my biggest fear in life.
Masterpiece. From what little you can scrounge together, which will make the best topping for a pizza?
Onions, especially if I get to shed a tear. Pineapple, 110% always and forever. Come on, you know it's pineapple. The only choice is pineapple. Stop lying to yourself. You think you'll get another option other than pineapple? Pepperoni, the boring option. I freaking love pineapple on pizzas.
We got it. Let me just calculate the results. We'll take a moment. Combative, antagonistic, despotic tendencies. Heck, I've got the perfect brew for you. Let's go for 4 centiliters cinnamon whiskey, 2 deciliters apple juice, and 1 whole lime properly squeezed. Next up, a splash of hot sauce and a splash of lime soda, with a side garnish of caramel crystals.
I have no idea what this is, but it sounds good.
I think I'll call it Armageddon Punch. First one's on the house.
Goose bass. At Goubas? Nod to the bartender. Okay. The drink burns, the fierce and energetic taste of 1,000 suns exploding, wiping out countless civilizations with their decaying breath. Fuck me, I want one. Oh, space-time warps in on itself, brutally folding dimensions down into singularity that ignites under the unfathomable pressure. It's almost a death-changing experience. Okay, it's fairly decent.
Heck, an understatement of the century. Now what else can I get you?
So take on the janitor.
Been chatting to our spooky one, eh? Don't mind the grump. It's a
I love that word, grump.
Gus especially has a pretty dang irascible nature. There's a layer of performance to it. In truth, they've been hella helpful around the den throughout the ages. I'm grateful for that. Besides, the office itself couldn't operate without Gus and company. What else you got in mind?
The tip jar is pretty neat.
Mortimer found the
Where is it? I
original
don't even
bunker
actually
on an
see a tip
excursion
jar.
to
Is it
the
a skull?
shrouded zones. It's a bit of a hassle, though. Keeps multiplying all the time. You take your eye
Piglets.
off for a
Okay.
second and bam, tiny piglets everywhere. Go on, take one. Just make sure you feed it with some coins once in a while.
It's good. I like this game. This is good.
Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
Still not seeing a tip jar. What the hell what am I talking about?
Good patron, me ship of goods is at your service.
Still no dog. I will get my dog. Thank you, Stupedia. A pig. What is astrophysics all about anyway? Let Annabelle teach you. Immunology is dead as epidemic hits hardest at those trying to combat it. Timofey jumps over their highest bar yet at the qualifiers, soon to vault themselves right to the World Championships. Local youth centre mourns loss of mentor after tragic stabbing incident. Oh dear. Local dentist accidentally poisons health when testing experimental new tooth filling. Oh, I didn't get the potatoes. No, according to my list, I've only got the fart. Potatoes has not been played. Boil and mash them, stick them in a stew. Despondent boxer throws self off bridge. Letter found at Rome reads none of it is real anyway. I thought I let him live. Ah, whatever. Another family in poverty after joining a multi-level marketing scheme. I think I might have accidentally killed the wrong people. Just because I'm an idiot. Alright, what's happening today? See, we cleared the mess from yesterday. That might give you the boost you need. Do not forget, you merely troubles behind, but new ones always lie ahead. Oofed. That's rude. They took my bits. I did it when asking about pizza toppings. I will see if I can get them refunded to you, dude. 2 have to die. Spare humans who seem helpful against the troubles. Who is this person? A nobody, vain and arrogant. They promised numerous grand inventions, all of which failed. Blinded by egoism, they refused to learn any lessons and continue on this path, ultimately leading to the ruin of several businesses and the death of a number of people. You're a dick. You're dead, boy. Luigi is a revolutionary, a radical, an avant-garde hero of the people, the ultimate underdog, vanguard of change, beloved by all. They love cruising around in their forklift at high speeds, which, considering the forklift, is not very fast. Okay, you can live. Europa is a top gun at many multi-level marketing companies that sell everything from super juices and vitamins to toilet scrubs. Despite starting their every recruitment pitch with, "It's not a pyramid scheme, but," they keep bringing in dozens of naive people every week. Possible contender for death. Got munchies for shark fin, but can't find any? Not if Louis Ximenes is near. They're a big fan of shark fin and other questionable foods like turtle jelly, which Louis has served in their restaurant for a decade. They are also involved in distributing these food items to grocery stores. Okay. Eva works as a nurse in the intensive care unit, making sure the patients don't suffer more than they have to. He was a big advocate of euthanasia. Sometimes they feel so bad for a patient, they give them the gift of death in an act of mercy without really consulting them. An avid proponent of the Bowl Earth conspiracy theory, their mission is to spread the truth around the globe. They like collectible cards and cats, hates aeronautics engineers and mornings. David smells of cigarettes and shampoo. Well, Luigi, you're gonna live. I like Luigi. So just one more has to die. Who is it going to be? Is it the pyramid schemer? The shark fin server? The potential euthanization murderer? Collectible cards and cats, hates aeronautics engineers and mornings. Oh dear. I think the worst person here is the one that gives them the gift as an act of mercy without consulting them. I'm all for assisted dying, but the people who are being terminated need to consent to it. Okay. Oh, I forgot about the piggy bank. Right, how did I do, boss? It might kick in a minute, Stupidia. Sorry about that.
It is the end of the week. Your performance review draws near. How do you think you have been doing?
Surprised I've made it this far.
Yes. Your answer has been recorded for the psych eval.
Oh, thank you.
Now then, before the assessment, let us look over your daily conduct.
Oh, yeah. Spine cracked like 3 times and, well, popped anyway.
I see the required profiles are all here.
Local boy done good.
Excellent. This bodes well for the evaluation. Now, where did I put those papers? Ah, here we go. Right.
If you're not clicking, are you actually stretching? Good point.
The numbers say your conduct over the 7 days has been most excellent. I am, sincerely, surprised and pleased by your display of loyalty.
I live to serve, or at least I die to serve in here.
So much so that the office has deemed you fit
Ooh,
for a
money,
raise.
money. I don't, just thank you, I guess.
Oh, do not thank me, Grim. We are just getting started. Speaking of, the raise also comes with a prize.
Aw, thank you.
The office is proud to present you with an award of excellence. Display it proudly on your workstation.
Sarcastic fuck.
Do not let this cloud your judgment. You still have much to learn and many rules to follow.
These rules to follow. Piece of kit.
Careful, Grim. That is exactly the kind of hubris that will lead to a downfall. As such, your 7-day evaluation period has concluded. You have passed. That is all. Until tomorrow, Grim.
I just heard a pig. My friends, I am going to leave it there for today. Couple of reasons. One, I had a bit of a headache before I started streaming. It's not going away. And although it isn't that warm in here, I am boiling. I'm sweating, and I'm starting to think maybe I'm coming down with something. So I'm going to leave it there. We're going to raid out, and I'm going to go for a shower and probably get in bed and do a whole lot of nothing. I've started watching The Boys on Amazon Prime, and it's brilliant. So I've got plenty of that to get through. So I might just have a nice self-care evening. Who are we going to raid out to? Oh, thank you for being here, Sam Skulls. I really appreciate it. Let's go and raid Grumbly. Grumbly is an artist, an Australian artist who is upsettingly attractive. No one is allowed to be this attractive, but there you go. Some people were looked out in the attractive genes. Anyway, apart from being very attractive, he is absolutely phenomenal streamer, a amazing artist. Holy shit, some of the stuff that he creates is out of this world. And he's a real decent. He's good people, as they used to say a few years ago, but I don't think they say that anymore. But thank you for being here for this afternoon for this very short stream. I may be back tomorrow. I hope to be, depending on how I'm feeling. What the hell is he watching? Anyway, I will see you all next time. I love you all to bits. Take care and goodbye. Bye-bye.